Hello everyone, welcome to Nihira Techiees. In this video, I am going to explain two-way binding in Angular application. So the two-way binding is mainly used for providing the data update in vice versa. When we are updating some data in our controls, it's automatically gets updated in your model. The same way, if you are updating data in the model, it's automatically reflected in your control. That is the main logic. So in my previous videos, I am explained the property binding and also the event binding. This one is the combination of event binding and property binding. So the syntax also, so like this. So if you see in the outside, it's the property binding. So inside is the event binding. So let me go to my application and I will explain with an examples. So this is my home component. Here I am going to create one input and I am going to use the class is form control. So if you are using the two-way binding, first we should have the form model. So let me import the form model first. So this is my app component. Here let me import the form model first. So the form model is basically available in the Angular forms, Angular/forms. Yeah, it's fine. And let me add the class also. After that, I need to include in the import side also. So once we added the form model, we can use the directives called ng model. So using this ng model, we can achieve our two-way binding. So let me include the two-way binding property here and ng model and our property name. So I'm going to give one static value input data. So as of now, I'm not declared, so it will give some error. So let me go to my TS file and I will declare the object first. Okay, this is done. So once if I'm adding any data, I need to see in any of the control, then only we know whether the value is binded or not. So let me use one h3 tag here, entered value is. Here I am going to use the interpolation concept. So let me bind here and here I am going to give some style also. Otherwise it will take the complete length. So now we can verify. If you see, we have one text box. If I'm typing Angular, so whatever value I entered, it's displaying here Angular tutorial. If I'm updating that in, so the value automatically gets updated. So in the same way, if I'm having some values in my TS file, so if I'm having value like this test string, so when the page loading time, the value automatically gets updated here. Even in the text box also updated, and in my normal h3 tag also the values gets updated. So if I'm changing, the value also gets changed. So this is all about the two-way binding. So now I'm going to explain the two-way binding with objects. So currently I'm just declared one small variable. So instead of that, I'm going to use one object here. First, let me define my object. And so the name is Sam, and his country, India. Okay, we have created the object. So now let me go to my HTML side. Here, what I'm going to do, let me create one more text box here. So instead of using this input data, I can use this object here. dot name. Okay, and here also I need to bind the same thing, so I can change the text here, and the name is, and I'm going to use one more text box. This one is for country. Again, this is the same thing. Okay, see now. So in the first text box have the name Sam. So in the second text box we have the country value. So both the values are get binded in our one of the HD tag. Now I am trying to change the value. So Rahul from India, Gilchrist, Australia. So whatever value I am just updating in my text box, it's automatically gets reflected in our model. So as of now, I am explained with an declared variable and a declared object. The same thing we can achieve through the array also. So the main thing is we have to use the ng model and we have to follow the syntax. So this is all about the two-way binding. Still, if you have any doubts or clarifications, please post in my comment box. And also, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.